Is it easier for men than for women to lose weight with X49?
Well, not necessarily. Both men and women are certainly going to have their own challenges. I thought, maybe I'll share this just really quick, Emily.
Yeah.
We are going to be, let me see if it's over here. Yeah, here we go. We're going to be posting this to social media later, but this is information on a study that just came out showing that here's some of the challenges and the confusion that it was found that men actually get, I'll show you over here. Men found that, the study found that evening exercise was more effective for men than morning routines, but for women, it varies. So to further complicate how you can get the best results. Yeah, I would still go back and I would look at some basics. For women, for both men and women, it's really going to come down to hormone levels. And for men, I would say it's definitely easier because we have naturally high testosterone levels, right? 10 times, 20 times higher than women. And so that women are built to hold a certain amount of body fat. And this is all understandable because, especially when women are pregnant, they're going to start to store body fat. And this is so that they can breastfeed, because breastfeeding takes an enormous amount of calories. So if women don't breastfeed after pregnancy, it actually makes it a little bit more difficult for them to lose weight. But in any case, I would advise that if a woman was having difficulty losing weight, that she go to her doctor, get her iodine levels checked. Here in the United States and other places, there's definitely deficiencies of iodine. Not necessarily in Japan, but certainly in other parts of the world, US and Europe. I wouldn't start taking iodine unless I was tested first, because there can be some problems with that. When adding some iodine to the diet can definitely be helpful and get the levels of T3 and T4. Adrenal glands have a lot to do with it as well. So there's a number of nutrients like acetyl L-carnitine and pantothenic acid, which can help to reduce stress on the adrenals. Once you reduce stress and get the cortisol levels in line, then the body can start to release body fat and make exercise a little bit more efficient. There's also tools like intermittent fasting, which is something that I've practiced for many years now, and I love it. Women have to practice intermittent fasting a little differently than men, though. Men can do it 7 days a week, no problem at all, but women, not so much, more like every other day. Otherwise, it's a little bit too stressful for a woman on her metabolism. So yeah, I would say that women definitely have a little bit more are a little bit more at a disadvantage than men, but certainly there's many women that are in outstanding physical shape. So certainly it can be done.
I'm sure that all of those factors come into play, but we do know based on the study that you did that X49 can help with body fat loss, right?
Absolutely, yeah. I would say that it would be a fantastic aid. One thing I've noticed on myself with X49 is that it allows me, even with my busy schedule and I exercise regularly, it allows me to maintain my muscle mass. If I go for a week or two without exercise because of travel, which is pretty rare, I notice that I don't lose that muscle anymore. Whereas before I would yo-yo a lot, and I tend to maintain my strength and muscle mass much, much easier with X49.
You know, it's interesting that you say that, David. I was just in Florida for an event with LifeWave and didn't get to do much weight training while I was there. So basically I went about a week without weight training, which killed me, right? But when I came back, I was able to still bench press at like 105 and everything felt great. I was like, okay, I think you're right. It must have been the X49. That's awesome.
Yep, absolutely.
Awesome.